This is next level. So good. You can eat it savory, you can eat it sweet. It's going to taste good next day. Toast it, put butter on it, eat it just like that. So good. My name is Oksana. A little bit of my favorite blend spice. Okay, let's make our skinny bagels. I was actually debating, should I call these flagels, millet flagels, or skinny bagels? And I opted for skinny bagels, not because they're flat, but because you can actually eat them and still lose weight. So what we're gonna start with, we're starting with pre-soaked millets overnight with a splash of apple cider vinegar, 1 cup of dry millet to 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I have a separate video why to do it and how to do it exactly, so make sure to watch it. Look how well they're hydrated. So this helps with digestibility and helps release their natural starches to use them for baking. Transfer to a blender. Oh, I'm losing some. Oh, before we start blending, let me run you through the ingredients. So what do we have here? I have ground flax with some plant-based milk. I have baking powder with apple cider vinegar, some more plant-based milk, salt. What is this white thing? Oh, tapioca starch. Sorry, like I forgot already what I put in there. This is psyllium powder. And highlight of my day, my favorite spice blend. It smells so good. No recipe is complete or tastes as delicious as with this spice blend. I have a video how to make it. It is also part of my cookbook. 16 different herbs. Smells delicious. We are going to combine all of the ingredients in a blender except psyllium husks. And I just want to say a word about plant-based milk. My recipe calls for almond milk, but you're free to use your own variety. Just make sure it's unsweetened and it's clean. The kind that I'm using is homemade. I have a video how to make it, so check it out. And if you opt for store-bought plant-based milk, you really want to pay attention to ingredients. The list has to be like literally 3 ingredients. And if it's like this long, forget about it. That's not a good quality milk. Okay. Let's go. Before you start blending your dough, there's one thing you need to do first. It is to set your flax egg to thicken. So 2 tablespoons of freshly ground flax seeds. You can use water, but because this recipe uses plant-based milk, so I decided it's going to taste even better. So 100 ml of plant-based milk. And we're just going to set it on the side while you do all the other steps. So 1/3 of a cup of almond milk. 2 tablespoons of tapioca starch, 1 teaspoon of salt. You can adjust it to your liking. 1 teaspoon of my universal spice blend. Baking powder. Also, you want to make sure your baking powder is nice and clean with apple cider vinegar. Make sure it foams, foams, foams. And our flax egg. So you want to make sure that you gave it enough time, like I'm talking like 15 minutes to half an hour, so it's thickened. Like ours is not quite ready yet. Okay, you're gonna need a large mixing bowl. Let's get the dough started. Ay, ay, ay. I should have shown it to the camera. Okay. Blend it on high. You want it nice and smooth. Transfer everything to a bowl. At this point, it is liquid like this. But make sure you see no millet pieces, that it's like a yogurt consistency. And then one last ingredient, psyllium powder. I have powder just because I happen to have it. You can use whole husks, but the proportions for whole husks are going to be different. So this is 4 tablespoons of powder. And if you were to do whole husks, we're talking about 4 tablespoons. Because psyllium is about weight, not about volume, right? Make sure you sprinkle it like this and mix it in gradually. It thickens very fast. Powder takes on much faster than whole husks. And you want it to incorporate it evenly. Otherwise, you may just have it clumped in one place. Okay, give it a good mix. I always say mixed. This is not a final consistency just yet. We need to let it rest for 10 minutes before taking the next step. So just cover it with the lid. And let's go do something important right now. So follow me over here. I just realized something. I made a mistake about the proportions of husks, whole husks versus powder. Okay, here's the correct proportions on psyllium powder versus psyllium husks. So it is 4 teaspoons of powder, that's what I'm using in this recipe, or 4 tablespoons of whole psyllium husks. Okay, I got it right now. Now let's go. We need to boil a little bit of water. This secret step will make sure our bagels, our skinny bagels, actually look and taste like bagels. And add 1 tablespoon of baking soda. I'll tell you in a bit what it does. I'll show you what it does. Okay, our dough needs a little bit of TLC. Okay, we need to knead our dough for a little bit and then start shaping our skinny bagels. And I love to use gloves. And for all those Karens who have a problem with it, I'm sorry, I just don't like dough under my nails. I don't have long nails, but I just don't like them under my nails. So, okay, ooh, it's pretty tough already. Come, show. And this is the right consistency. This is how we want it to be. Like we need to knead it for about like maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Just to make it a little more pliable, a little more Play-Doh-like. It was a little crummy initially. And now psyllium is working. Flax seeds are working. Natural starches in millets are working. You guys, this is going to be some very special skinny bagel. Okay, look at the consistency. Play-Doh-like. Very easy to work with. Now we're gonna roll it into a roll. Roll it into a roll and divide it into equal portions and start shaping our skinny bagels. I usually make 6 out of it. You can make less if you make them bigger or more if you make them smaller, but then you need to adjust the baking time. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, come closer, show how I'm doing it. Now it's time we do the secret step that I talked about. The water is ready. It's bubbling nicely. So boiling them for 2 minutes will ensure that they will hold the shape. Baking soda makes the water alkaline and helps them develop this brownish bagel characteristic crust and makes the texture chewy. Very similar to bagel. I like to use a frying pan for this because then you can fit all of them at once. Oh, almost all of them. Okay, 2 minutes, timed. That's it. You may want to give them a little tug like this, like shift around gently so they don't get stuck. They shouldn't, but just in case. Now we're going to set our oven to 375. We need to use a fresh parchment paper. I like to grease it just with a little bit of olive oil, just in case. And very gently transfer to a baking sheet. They already look like skinny bagels. But wait until you see how they come out. You're going to want to eat these every single day. One last optional step, which I'll show you. If you want to put any kind of topping, you definitely feel free to play with it. I'm going to use onion today, sunflower seeds, and thyme for a change. Oh, my oven is ready. But you definitely want to do this one, right? You want to brush it with some more plant-based milk. It will help with browning. And if you're using topping, it's going to help for the topping to stick better. Just like this. I like mine original without anything because then you can eat them sweet or salty. But feel free to play with it. I should have probably done it, like should have dipped in it. I'm being stingy. I don't want to waste it. Actually, the best way to do it is like this. Dip it. Dip it, dip it, dip it. That's it. Ready for baking. 25 minutes, 375. Okay, time to relax. The moment has come. They came out so pretty. Look how pretty. My skinny bagels. Whew. How pretty. Look at that. Super hot. But I want to show you. Look at that texture. Can't really show you. They got to cool off a little bit. So same here. We want to let it cool off for no more than 10 minutes because they're going to start to sweat. And then we want to transfer it. I like to use like a kitchen towel. Oh, I'm coming. Kitchen towel, and see you in a little bit. Crispy on the outside and chewy, light and chewy on the inside. If you're looking for a bread that actually supports your gut, this is it. This is it. By the way, I do have like other videos. Check out my viral quinoa lentil buns, my buckwheat bread buns, actually it's a bread. My buckwheat bread, I have a millet flatbread, a whole lot for you to check out. And let me know which one is your favorite. I should have shown you how it looks on the inside. Okay. And lost some avocado in a hole. This is next level. So good. You can eat it savory, you can eat it sweet. It's going to taste good next day. Toast it, put butter on it, eat it just like that. So good. And you know what? If you want a more structured approach to your meals, I have a solution for you. I put together a 2-week meal plan in my cookbook. Grab the link below. Meanwhile, sorry, I gotta eat this. It's so good.